I'm playing 12 hours of online poker today, but this one hand could define my entire session. It may even define my entire month. I'm playing $150,000 worth of buy-ins over the next 30 days, and so far, we're down this amount. In this video, I'm playing a 12-hour session with thousands of dollars on the line. Let's see where we end up. It's the inside scoop. Roll the tape. Ian says, good luck today, Spraggy. I know you only ended up down yesterday to make this session come back more epic. What a storyteller. Here's that elusive scoop title coming soon. Exactly, man. At least someone gets it. We're telling like a hero's redemption arc sort of tale here. This is storytelling after all, right? This is an entertainment product, first and foremost. I deliberately lost 5K. Three-way, three-bet pot. No clue. No clue. Open and honest. Probably have to play a bit more honestly, don't we? He says as he check raises the ace high. But like, I don't know. Answer what? Flats. It's got 10x at best. Now what? Queen doesn't seem great. We beat 8-9 of spades. Hard to call though, you know? Tough to call. We'll take the win. Ace-6 of spades. Nice. Nice one. That's actually a decent start, huh? Was this like a 100 big blind pot? Works for me. Dumping more money in. Lumping more money in the stacko. Ben Weed says, made my first final tab yesterday. Pico plays 4th for 123. All right, we're playing a very big one. Boring ass hand, isn't it? What's a boring hand? Nobody liked this. We do get to call all in for 22 bigs against Dino Supremo. And we're very excited about it as well. Big old pot. Dino, don't do this to me. 14 of 30 with 15 paid in the kickoff. 58,000 chip pot. That would have put us 5th in chips. Instead, we're eliminated. We love tournament poker, don't we? It's great. We love our tournaments, folks. We do. 7, 8, 9, 10. All red. The brewings of a straight flush. It could be the start of something magical. I think our sizing here should be big. Big boy bets, making big boy noise. Playing with big boy toys. You're applying a lot of pressure to, you know, king, queen, king, jack type floats. Obviously 9x, ace-high floats are going to feel it. Can you feel me? Pretty good river. Pretty good card. Do you think they bluff jack 10, queen 10? Queen jack is a straight. It might raise versus half pot. How does king jack, king queen react? Like king jack, king queen spades, just click call? Like, do I want to value bet that thinly here? 2 pairs. And I can't jam my 2 pairs because they make a lot of flushes. So I do think I want to have a size like this. And I do think they'll bluff 10x with 1 heart, probably. Maybe even like a jack 10 anyway. Jack 10, queen 10 bluff. I don't know. Guess we'll just both have a flush. Barring. Where's the 6 of hearts? Good luck, jack 10. Might be chalking up a 215 rebuy unless we can be a part of a miracle. Folks, we could be part of a miracle. Ebo, what's up? What's up, what's up? What do you got? You got day 2 of the 1K? Did I see Calvin Kerber 6-bet you all in with 4s yesterday? The fuck is going on out there? Good luck, mate. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Remember when I had a flush? Now we need a king or we're rebuying. Maybe, probably. It's not looking great. It's not looking great. And you can't beat that. Back in the 215 deep we go. Let's defend ace-2 suited in the 215. Let's flop an ace. What do we expect to see here? Some overbets on the double flush draw board? We do. Eccentric BG, very good player, by the way. Where do the bluffs come from? What are my strongest ace-x hands? Ace-7, ace-8, ace-9. I do expect the bluffs to be around like 7, 8, 9, 10. I think my hand has to call. I'd honestly be more excited versus a bigger sizing, probably. Maybe, possibly, maybe, probably. I think this unblocks too many bluffs to fold some ace-x. We're not just going to get here and fold all our ace-x. I think I would fold some ace-7, ace-8. I think ace-deuce is way better. I guess it's kind of a cheap-ish let-off versus a hand like that-ish. But we can't fold this hand against competent opponents. Just going to be worth too much, I'm afraid. It's just a good flop. That's not bad, is it? As flops go. In a 3-bet pot, no less. Sizing. Don't think I'd want to raise versus that size. The turn's really shit, actually. I feel like it kills our action against 10s and jacks. 10s through kings a little bit. I don't know how much ace-x is in that flop size. I mean, maybe we get some bluffs from like queen 9, king 9, and just send it. Maybe they do have some ace-x of diamonds that are drawing all but dead, you know. All but dead, he says, you know. Be very careful. I mean, it's fucking obnoxious run out, isn't it? Maybe the most obnoxious run out. I think he value bets 10s through kings now at the river if we check, so I'm going to check. Be very sad to see a shove. Real sad if he checks back 10s through kings. Jack 10 of diamonds. Should just run it on the flop, eh? If we knew that. Pads is still trying to maintain that he folded the kings yesterday in that spot where I flatted and then he squeezed, Finn and raised, I raised, and I ended up with queens against jacks. Pad's still claiming he folded the kings. I mean, I don't know why he would not be telling the truth, other than the fact that I thought this was heads up, by the way. Other than the fact that I thought, that he had kings. It's pretty... It's outrageous, isn't it? It's outrageous. We got a hold here against what? 2 clubs, 2 overs. Lose to 6 combos. Maybe flats 10s. 2 clubs, 2 overs. Yes. I'd like to describe that as an epic start to the hour and an absolutely epic dub, if I may. Oh, go on then. 8,000 chips. I'm in great shape. 10. Bring on the lizards. Eat them up, baby. Big lizard, little lizard, double knockout. That was a guttural call for a 10, wasn't it? 10. I won the pot. 5th in the stacko. I'm coming for the FT again. Easy. Easy peasy. I have a great story about a mate. I went out in Nottingham. Back when we used to play at Dust Till Dawn a bit. And I was on... It was something like years and years ago. You're talking like 15 years ago now. Maybe a bit less. 10 years ago now. Something like that. Group of poker players I'm out with in Nottingham. Dust Till Dawn. We'll have one night out. Whatever. Friday night, Saturday night. We went out in Nottingham. Drank some drinks. Drank a lot. Went to go to the club. And my one mate did... he had trainers on. And we were all like, nah, be fine, mate. Be fine. Don't worry about it. They'll let you in. Get in line. Stand in line. We're also there. Yeah, IDs at this... Yeah, check your ID. Whatever. In you go. In you go. Comes to my mate. You're not coming in with trainers on, pal. Fuck's sake. So then we're all like, you know, if he's not coming in, obviously we're not going to go in without him. Whatever, whatever. We go out of the queue. Bear in mind, we've had a lot to drink. And my one buddy has had... my one buddy who had trainers on had a lot to drink, right? My other mate convinces him that because it's dark and the bouncers won't be able to see, that if he takes his socks off and pulls them over his white trainers... It's going to look like he's wearing black shoes and they'll let him in. So they go around the corner. Boom. I know you're listening to this singing, this is the stupidest thing you've ever heard in your lives. Which, of course. But of course. We know that now. But at the time, we're like, mate, what have you got to lose? So he goes around the corner, takes his trainers off, takes his socks off, puts his trainers back on, pulls the black socks over the trainers. And let me tell you, when I tell you this, it looked exactly how you'd expect someone who'd pulled black socks over white trainers to look. The chances of these passing as shoes would 0 if it was his first attempt. The fact that it was his second attempt and he'd just seen this guy without shoes on and obviously is just going to look again and check. But in our drunk heads and in my buddy's drunk head, he was like, this might work, right? So we all shuffle back into the line. And the bouncer's looking at us. He's like, your boys are back. And we're like, oh, yeah, he went to get some shoes. He's all right. In you go. In you go. He looked down. And bouncers are not known for their humor. When I say this bouncer pissed himself laughing, he may well have done. And he had every right to do. It was the most egregious attempt at club entry you've ever seen in your life. But it was fucking so funny. So, yeah, if you're ever on a night out and you don't get let into a club because they're not letting you come in without shoes, don't pull socks over white trainers. You know, has he got a hand? It doesn't feel like a hand, does it? Feels like I've got the best hand I'm ever going to have. Fear one's wisdom. How wise are we talking? How thin do they go? Do they jam jack 4? 5? 7? They should. Probably. Man, it's... What are we doing here? What sort of game are we playing, mate? This turn check raise is... fucking hilarious. That's when he raised the turn. I'm like, well, this guy doesn't have a hand ever. Let's call ace 10. And raises 5-6 on the turn. Third pair. Makes trips. What's going on? Got me. I don't know how, but got me. Somehow has a 6 for 3 of a kind of the river. Magic. Maybe bluffs ace jack ace 10 here versus block. Maybe just checks back the turn with fucking 4 million outs and gets there. We'll go again. Crime Maniac, what's up? I have an important question about tea. How do you make it, Sprag? Surely it has to be tea bag in the cup, hot water, then sugar if you take it, then milk. No sugar for me. Tea bag, water, milk. But sometimes on the break, if I'm having to rush, I'm like water. Normally I would put water in, let it brew, and then add the milk. But sometimes we have to cut corners on the break. 28 big blind jam is really odd. Feels very ace queen coded, as people would say, doesn't it? What do you think? Think people jam 10s? I really feel like people 3-bet 10s and jacks. But we are wrong. 9 on a river. 3-bet jam 27 BB. It's important to know that hand is in there, you know? Great river, by the way, in 9. I won the pot. Spraggy 3, best Spraggy in the 215, huh? Relentless. Oh my goodness. So my 4-bet king, queen suited. Or are we just off to a flop? I think the king high boards were just doing a lot of betting. That's how I would read this situation. But what about betting again? With jack specifically? Probably not. Some of the weaker parts of the range are around queen jack, jack 10. Okay. What do we do now? Just check snap? Or what? Or value bet? I'll just check call, I think. Snoring L. This hand's going to 4-bet sometimes. There's going to be some 4-betting around king, queen, ace, king. I don't think my... obviously, we block king, jack suited as well. I don't think I fold. Boring hand. You're boring! We will try again to put some money in though, won't we? Just jam in the 20. Looks good. Here we go. I'll take... Oh, okay. Big one.
No.
No, Ebo! What goes on, man? Ah, ace king, it's king jack. No good. I think I'm just folding this ace queen. Actually, this one I will. Man, this was a sad one. Fucking sad one again. Ace king, it's king jack in the 215. We're going to have to be Spraggy 4. All right, back in the 215 we go. Ace king, it's king jack. No good. Spraggy 4 in the saddle. The 530 bluff works. And Spraggy 4 is in. Okay, so the $860 deep stack it is. Basically a 1K. Not cool, dude. Ebo was in the chat earlier as well, actually. If you're listening, how could you? How could this happen to me? We're definitely calling this, right? 6,000 chips for a bounty. We dominate in the stacko.
Psych!
We dominate in the stacko for a $50 bounty and all the chips, but we see a 5 on the turn. So we don't have 30K in a bounty. We have 12K and 8 deuce off. What are we doing here? What's this when it's... maybe I'm just jamming? What's he going to have here? 9-10 of spades? Or ace 3 of spades or some shit? King jack of spades? Some 8x? Whatever. Not a great hand to see. Not the end of the world. 33%. A lot of money in the middle. Some better outcomes too. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Good. Whatever. I'm unfazed. Unfazed. Spraggy 4 has got a flush draw and a straight draw. I do think we can apply some pressure to like queen 6 on the turn. We do have enough equity that we're just going to bet fold, but sure. We can pressure some 6x, 3x, 5x. Very unfortunate brick. Very unfortunate brick. And a 10K lead. I guess. Nice hand. How many 18 outers am I going to brick today, you think? Come on, Spraggy 4. Give him a fighting chance. What is going on in this 215 deep stacks, man? Ace king against ace jack and he hits a jack. How am I dead 4 times in this? Shit. Back in we go. Back in we go. Spraggy 5, best Spraggy. I mean, I've got it in ace king against king jack, ace king against ace jack, lost both. Super unreasonable. Try again. Now it is a 1K. Now it is a 1K. And we're raising 8s and jamming 8s, I guess. I don't... What's this? Seems so strong, but... And that's not very fun. Hey, good luck. Good luck out there. Game on. Just the kings, huh? We waited for 6 bigs and this guy gets kings. Okay. Nice one. 5th entry in the 215 deep stacks. This one's going to be different. We're sending 6 bigs. 6 big blinds into the middle in the 215 deep stack. We're in for 5 bullets. This is the 1k deep stack, actually. 41%. Good number. Much better number. Kind of sad having the 10 of clubs, a little bit. If they jam. I wonder if I fold this 9, actually. I think we got to go with this in the 215, huh? 4 big blind jam. King Jack. 42%. I need help, dealer. Are you there?
Nope.
You are not. I see that you are not. Not dead yet, but not good for our 215 deep stack that we're into for 5 entries. Not ideal, is it? Seems as reasonable a go as any, doesn't it? King 6, 9s. Red! Apparently screaming doesn't help. Which is unfortunate. Alright, GG in the deep stack. It's not the end of the world, is it? It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. 6, 12, 18, leaving 14. Gonna jam the turn. What you gonna do? I guess I have to click the call button. Chew, you son of a... Oh, why can't I hold ever today? That was a very big part in the 530 bounty builder. Ugh. Great session. What do we got next? What's coming up? Where am I going to get fucked now? The 215 turbo, we're going to 4-bet rip deuces from the button. Wow. That's a very aggressive 3-bet calling ace-10 off for 40 bigs, but, you know. This person called all in with ace-3 when we had queens. Flop came ace-3-3. This is a hand that got played in the 215. He does have the guy in the 215 has the bounty hunter avatar from Dota. It's kind of a wild 3-bet call ace-10 off for 43 bigs. A lot of people just forgotten how to click the call button these days, though. There's a lot of pre-flop action going. It's all meta shift in it. We lost the flip immediately, by the way, of course. 10 in the window. But of course, we're going to be jamming here in the 1K. Raise or jam off 15. Raise call or put all in. Let's put all in. You got to believe in something. As they say, it's a Super Tuesday. Yes, it is. How super are we talking, Lackenden? How super am I talking right now? Good luck. Don't. Nice. We are so back. Super Tuesday indeed. In the 1K, we call pre. We're calling versus SRX's 2 blinds, 1.5 blinds. Overcall is very scary, interesting, scary. Swig of coffee. Akem Yosu says, I live in Sweden. Yeah, you'll not be able to get the, you can't win additional prizes basically, right? You can't win additional prizes, so you won't be able to win any of the promotional stuff, the leaderboard stuff or anything. Sorry, mate. I think I have to bluff my hand, right? Queen Jack gets there. Hard for me to have another bluff that calls flop. My Jack 9 shows down. But we are trying to fold out like a 10 here, I guess, when he overcalls. Big folds. Big folds. Go on the ace-jack bluff. Every time you play a scoop event, you roll a number between 1 and a million, and then the 1,250 highest numbers of the day get prizes. And at the moment, I got one yesterday. I got a 550, and I'm in line for one so far today. Currently in line for 5K is one more time who rolled 999985. Gonna take some beating, isn't it? Gonna take some beating. I don't know about this. Seems so hard to lose versus double check and check call B40 on the turn, you know? I don't know. Who really does? But who really does? We're jamming. Jack's in the 1K against Cornelius Darwinius. Just the 11 bigs. We need a bit of a spin in the 1K Super Tuesday. Sit up straight. Big moment. See Darwin. The legend. My mate. Darwin. P. Vigor behind. Surely we can't be cooled. Oh my god. No, not in the 1K. Oh, not in the 1K. Jacks against 10s against 8s in the 1K. It was fucking dreamlike for a triple up. It was absolutely dreamy for a triple up. 130k, 37 bigs, 8 on the flop. All but dead. Biggest buy-in of the day. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry the poker didn't go a little brighter than that. I don't think a session gets too much worse. Folks, it's been emotional. Thanks very much for watching.